Whatever we heard from the members of the TMC and the I.N.D.I.A party, your alliance partners, the grand opposition alliance that we continue to talk about, and this was somewhat borderlining the question that I had already asked you. When it is about the NDA, they do have a clear vision, the clear agenda, and also a leader, as opposed to the claims that Riju Datta is making. I would let Mr. Pandey also answer on BJP's behalf. But that is clearly missing within the opposition ranks. And every time we end up talking about what is going to be the agenda that has been set by the opposition in this meeting, because remember, this is not the first day of the meeting. This is the third meeting that has happened. At least something must have come about that was constructive. So, Mr. Anthony, I really want to understand, how is this opposition alliance going to stay away from the crucial question of whether it is just an anti-Modi bloc or not?
You should understand, the best thing about this alliance which has come out is you have seen a very matured response from all the alliance partners, stating that no, we have our own politics, but we have come together here to save this country from a person whom we should not save himself as a non-corrupt person. We are making a direct allegation against the Prime Minister that he is involved in the corruption with the Adani scam. There are no words minced here. And then, they are making claims on dynast, who is Ramvilas Paswan's son, who is Maji's son, and who is Rajnath Singh's son, who is Gobinath Munde's daughter. Aren't we asking the questions? Just by shouting like a street plays in a studio doesn't absolve anyone from any answers. We are asking direct questions. We are directly making a claim that this country is being run by a fascist regime. If anybody makes a noise against the government or acts against the government in terms of criticism, the next day they are raided. Look at how Senthil was the minister. Senthil was raided in Tamil Nadu. And now you are asking me, Griha, you are asking me as a media person with a responsible question that, no, what is your agenda? I don't see the responsible media asking the same question to the Prime Minister on what is happening in Manipur.
No, I will go back to that question of corruption that has been initiated by Riju also, and Mr. Pandey is waiting to answer and respond to that.
Let me complete.
Yes, Mr. Anthony. Please go ahead. Complete your point.
So, on Manipur, the Prime Minister has the audacity to say that I can broke peace in Ukraine, whereas he has got an issue of a burning, displaced state with 50,000 people displaced out of their houses and getting killed by their identity. He doesn't have time to speak about that. And the non-destructive, you split you respect Bal Thackeray, you piggyback Bal Thackeray to enter Maharashtra, and then you hit his son, backstabbed his son. In a state of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, you backstabbed two regional parties with Maharashtrian origin, and you're saying that you're going to win from here, the second largest state after UP, for the parliament election? It's a dream. Okay. So I am saying that the common agenda, it needs mature discussion. It's not going to be an easy discussion.
Question mark as far as the grand opposition unity is concerned. Samajwadi Party's ally, Mr. Rajbhar, is now with the BJP. What does one make of that?
This is politics. And right now, the opposition unity is basically to get this country back to its underlying constitution. We have issues with unemployment. We have issues with export, coming down. 22% is export down. The economy is in shambles. The poor is becoming poorer. We are promoting a monopolistic economy right now. So these are the issues which we are figuring out. On that note, we have a larger, last meeting we had 16, this meeting we had 26, next meeting we will have better. We are engaging with the political parties. There are certain political parties, which would like to align with the ruling regimen for favors for them. So we can't help it. But as far as largely concerned, we are here to fight for the people of this country on these parameters to get this country back in terms of a largely peace and, as well as the economy, as well as restoring the country into a normalcy. The BJP is driving this country to a fascist nation, monopolistic economy. And this is what, we need to kind of, change right now. And for that, any particular party which has got an interest towards this country is welcome to join the opposition front. So we are very clear about it. At the same time, we are also very clear that we are political parties who fight against each other in the states. At the same time, for the cause of the country, we are uniting together. So this is an evolving process and we will evolve accordingly. That's what all I have to say about this. Okay. And with respect to the corruption allegations made by Mr. Pandey, just want him to think about the minister who was caught red-handed in Karnataka with 8 crores of cash on the Mysore Santalthorpe responsibility. What are those things? Why are you so blatantly lying in the national television that no, BJP is going to do something about this? Everybody knows very clearly that BJP is blatantly protecting and offering the cover of protection for people who are joining them and saving them from the corrupt practices. So what are they trying to hide? And that is why we call them as a non-democratic alliance, because everybody is coming
Can I
into
come
that
in,
alliance due
Grihaji?
to or threatening. That's exactly what I'm saying. And whereas here the opposition alliance, irrespective of the splits as well as all other aspects of it, we are trying to put a plan together to form the country back into its shape. And with respect to the Shiv Sena allegation which Mr. Pandey made, Shiv Sena after the election came as a single unit to form an alliance with the I.N.D.I.A, with the NCP and the Congress. It didn't split in two and came to us as an alliance. It fought the election together, and after the election, there was a promise failure from the BJP to offer the chief minister post, and they didn't join. They didn't give the offer to Uddhav Thackeray. So that is why the Shiv Sena came in as a whole and not in parts. So we never backstabbed anybody. We never piggybacked anybody. We talked to a party who came in as the whole party who got elected in the election. So what principles and morality has got BJP to say anything which is blatant lie to the
But
nation?
Mr. Anthony, not everybody is buying the unity logic that you are in fact serving when it is about, let's say, Telangana. What about the BRS? They are not there. There was the BRS chief trying to stitch a third front or probably have his own political alliance along with your allies like Mr. Nitish Kumar, like the Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. Where is he now?
Telangana is a state which is going for elections. There are things to be discussed there. There are things, we don't know whether BRS is going to be with us or not. But we are fighting them in the state. That we are very clear about it, and we have a significantly advantageous position in the state. So these are real life political situations which we need to understand. So you cannot say that no, unity is kind of stitched in a thread. There are discussions going on. There are political differences there. There are political realities existing, and then for the cause of the country, if anybody is uniting with the opposition, we will. And then this unity is not without sacrifices. Every party involved in this process will have to undergo a certain amount of practices, and that sacrifices we all have agreed upon for the cause of saving this country from a fascist regimen.
Okay.
That's the clarity which we have on the process.